Shut it down and turn it off. This remains the best or safest method you have. What is the second method? Isolation and commissioning of a localized section of the pipeline where work is being done on one section and we are getting a controlled process on its back. It can be insulated there. We can place a blind ahead of it to achieve positive isolation, mechanical isolation. Meaning to say, if work needs to be done on a segment, if we can separate and insulate it, we will do that too. Otherwise, what is the best thing done? Complete pipeline, including the source of energy, will also be insulated so that we can work securely and safely on the pipeline. We will be able to verify the insulation. For the insulation process, a permit to work is required, as in certain situations we need a permit to insulate. What work needs to be done, where it needs to be done, on which equipment, at what time, what hazards, what control media, which tools can be used, meaning you need this for insulation. A permit will be required to perform insulation, so for which applications a permit will be needed is mentioned in 3 sections. For applying, mechanical isolation involves placing a blind in any area or pipeline support. Physical isolation, mechanical isolation needs to be done. For that, a permanent requirement will be needed. For all intrusive electric work, if we need to perform any critical complex electric work, a permanent requirement will be needed. To perform electric isolation, verifying or ensuring the electric station is not necessary. To physically practice it, a permanent requirement will be needed. Third, we have the PTW requirement for an isolation activity as per the iWeb team. Any situation that is added per the iWeb team will recommend which work requires a permit, or if the activity is being planned as per the iWeb plan, then as per the integrated work activity plan recommendation, a permanent requirement will be needed. So isolation, mechanical isolation, electrical isolation, and every activity recommended by the iWeb team will require a permit to perform the isolation. Electric isolation. To electrically isolate any equipment, component or machine, the ISO Isolation Authority, which is a technician from the electrical department, will come and be authorized to isolate it upon the recommendation of the ISA Insulation Authority, who will be the electrical supervisor in electric isolation. Ensuring the performance of isolation based on their identification or mentioned indication will be the responsibility of the electric ISO. Low voltage isolation. Any equipment we have that operates on low voltage electric supply, and competent means what? Someone who has training, knowledge, experience, certified, who